All right, cool. Let's get started, friends. Let's have a great practice today. I'm so happy to see you. It is Gail's birthday, and we are not doing push-ups. She decided to be kind to you. We've done a lot of push-ups lately, so we're going to celebrate Gail's birthday in another way. Um, Gail loves meditation and breath work. So I decided as a gift to Gail, we're going to practice a few little tricks from Kundalini Yoga today. And I want to make a disclaimer that I am not a certified Kundalini yoga teacher. I just really, really love Kundalini. It's working with energy and breath, and it's moving energy in our bodies. So, if anything we do today strikes your fancy and you'd like to learn more, I'd like you to reach out to me and I will point you to some really wonderful Kundalini yoga teachers that are doing these practices in a much more in depth way virtually. Okay, so I'd love to introduce you to some of my favorite teachers. So just as a really quick, what is Kundalini Yoga? It's working with our energy, and we use the term Shakti energy. Shakti is our feminine energy, and it's believed to lie dormant at the base of our spine. And so these Kundalini practices are like moving meditations that help this energy rise from the base of our spine. The goal is to transcend the ego and come up here into our crown energy, our spiritual energy, our energy of connection with others. So to transcend this little human kind of stuck body into something a lot bigger and brighter and beautiful. The yogi who brought Kundalini Yoga to the United States back in the 60s is sometimes referred to as the hippies yogi. His name was Yogi Bhajan, and he is famously quoted as saying, "You owe it to yourself to be yourself." And he often taught that we live so much in the not self. If you ever find yourself worried, stressed, anxious, you're living in your not self. If you ever find yourself peaceful, at ease, full of loving presence, you are being yourself. So just keeping that in mind, yoga, you owe it to yourself to be yourself. This practice will take us from the base of the spine to the crown through all of the chakras. So we're going to open with seated position. And we won't chant here together because on Zoom, it's not really that fun to hear me chant and you chant by yourself. So I'm going to play the opening chant for you and hope that YouTube doesn't pull it down once this recording goes up. So find a comfortable seat. You can come into easy seat or half lotus or lotus with your feet crossed up at your groin. You want to make sure that you have a tall spine and you can breathe deeply for this opening sequence. This chant is Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo, and it's a chant to honor our divine teachers. So whoever in your life has been a teacher to you, this chant is honoring our divine teachers, those who have helped us on our spiritual path. So just close your eyes and breathe deeply. Coming home. So we're going to change the breathing just a little bit. What I'd like you to do is take a deep breath in, sit as tall as you can, hold the breath, sip in just a little more, and then exhale, hold the breath out, and push out a little bit more. So it's like inhale 90%, pause, sip in 10% more, exhale 90, pause, push out 10 more. So go ahead and begin that. Inhale as deeply as you can. Pause, sip in a little more. Exhale all the way out. Pause at the bottom and push out even more. Continue that pattern. 90, pause, 10, 90, pause, 10. We'll do that 2 more times. When you've completed that last 10% out, come back to normal breathing and sit tall. We're going to start to make pelvic circles, and you want to do this clockwise. So pull your belly forward, over to the right, back and around. And we do this 26 times. So closing your eyes, begin to let this be a moving meditation. I will keep track of the counting. We inhale forward and we softly exhale back. You can just think of that energy that's lying dormant at the base of your spine, beginning to wake up. You want these circles as big as they can be while also being smooth and soft. You might find that you're going a little bit faster as your body's getting warmer. And we'll do 3 more full circles. And after every movement or kriya, we pause with eyes closed to notice. To notice the energy that's starting to get stirred up. To not get ahead of ourselves, but just to notice. The next spine warm up, we'll take our hands to our ankles. So bring your hands in the front of your feet and kind of pin your fingers down underneath your ankles. We're going to inhale the chest forward, exhale the shoulders back, and you're going to keep your neck where it is. And you're breathing through your nose. So it's going to be like this. We're going to do this for 1 minute. So you want to go kind of fast, kind of forceful. There's a little bit of a springing action. Just feel that heat building. We're halfway there. Last one. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. Engage Mula Bandha. Lift the pelvic floor. Hold, hold, hold. And exhale slowly. Eyes closed, hands on your lap. Pause again to notice what's getting stirred up with these Kriyas. Kriya means cleansing. It's a cleansing practice. So for the next set, we're going to come around to our knees. And ideally, we want to sit on our heels for this one, but if that hurts your knees, I'm going to invite you instead to be on all fours like we do in cat-cow. Okay? So if your knees can tolerate this, bring your hands to your thighs. And we'll do the same thing. Inhale to open the chest, exhale to spring it back. And we're going to go one more minute, and your spine can move a little bit more here than it did before. So ready and begin. Inhale, exhale. Eyes are softly down or even closed. You might even imagine that energy now making its way up through your heart and the back of your shoulders. You're halfway there. Try to keep your neck still and just move through your upper spine. One more, take a deep breath in. Hold, engage Mula Bandha, base of the pelvis lifts. Exhale, relax. Close your eyes and notice. For the next set, you can stay kneeling. If this is hurting your knees, just come up to stand on your shin bones. We're going to circle the neck now. So the energy now rising up into the neck. We're going to do slow, mindful neck circles. One direction, 1 minute. So just choose a direction and go as slow as you can, stirring up the energy around your throat chakra, your center of voice, communication. And just be really careful that there's no pain, no force. Just bringing that energy upward to 1 minute each direction. So see if there are any tight spots in your neck that pull for your attention, and just give them some light and some love. Slow down through them. And pause in the center, and when you're ready, just reverse the direction. And you might notice that this way is an entirely different sensation and experience. These Kriyas, K-R-I-Y-A, are cleansing practices, and they clean us from the inside out. They call this cleaning the pipes, clearing the channels for energy to flow more freely. So you might imagine just stagnant energy being scrubbed out of the corners. Just one more circle in this direction, and then pause. Turn your palms up, eyes closed, and once again, just notice energy being stirred, shaken, moved. We're going to move into more traditional yoga postures using Kundalini breath practices and some mudras, some postures with our hands. So let's come into child's pose. We all know this one. Take your knees wide, settle your hips back over your heels, and extend your arms long over your head. It's going to be helpful if you can let your forehead touch the ground. So if that's not happening, maybe bring a block under your forehead, or you could use your hands, but give your forehead some pressure. We're bringing attention now into this third eye. Start to roll your head from side to side like you're giving your forehead a little massage on the earth. Inhale as your head turns one way and exhale as your head turns the other. Come back to center. Raising your hips a little, let your forearms come down to the ground. Fingers spread wide. Hips are going to stack right up over the knees. So you're in kind of an elbow all fours. From here, we're going to inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, tuck the chin round the upper back. So cat-cow, but down on your elbows. So really focusing attention in the shoulders, the chest, the thoracic spine, the space around the heart. Start to use Ujjayi breath, that whisper breath that makes the H sound. And from a neutral position, bring yourself up to your hands. Tucking toes, let's lift into downward facing dog. Bending your knees, pedaling your heels. I'd like you to just shake your head yes and no. So we move that energy from the base of the spine all the way up into the crown. I'd like you to imagine that in the crown of your head is like glitter settling in the bottom of a jar. You're upside down here. Deep breath in, long breath out. Let's take a slow walk forward. Come into ragdoll, fingertips touching elbows, knees soft. Let yourself exhale loud here. Open your mouth, maybe for the first time. And pressing hands to shins, lift halfway. The knees are bent. We're going to do another Kriya here. So on the inhale, the arms are going to scoop all the way up and back into a little back bend. And then move slow at first. Exhale, sweep the arms down behind you, the legs straighten. Bend the knees, scoop up, inhale. Bend the knees, sweep back, exhale. And start to move with your breath. Go a little faster. Keep going. Really slowly breathe out. 3 more. And on the next inhale, arms reach high. Interlace your fingers, palms together, pointer fingers up. Hold your breath. And then slowly, slowly, slowly lower your arms down to your sides. Mountain pose. Pause again. Notice. You can notice energy in your fingertips, your toes, crown of your head. Where do you feel tingling energy? Take one more deep breath in mountain pose. And we'll do one more standing Kriya. So you're going to bring your hips down into chair pose and inhale your arms high. On the exhale, arms just come back to the sides. Mountain pose, but they're going to reach back a little bit. You're going to feel the back of your shoulders. Inhale, chair. Exhale, press back. And make some noise with your breath. Build some heat. Three more. Pause, mountain pose, notice. Feel, be here in your body. A little untraditional, unconventional way of moving and breathing today. Inhale your arms up and swan dive, forward fold. Press hands to shins and exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Pedal your heels. Shake things out a bit. And we'll do another Kriya here. So option 1 is to come forward into plank pose and back again into down dog. Option 2 is to be on your knees and do the exact same thing. Forward into plank, back into child's. Forward and back. So you kind of decide what your hands and shoulders are up for today. But either way, I'd like you to press the floor away, open your shoulder blades, and really hug your arms in close to your body. So when you're ready, begin. Inhale forward, exhale back. And this time, let's breathe through the nose. One more time, forward and back into down dog or child's pose. Drop your knees to the earth, shift forward and lower all the way down onto your belly. We're going to come into Cobra. We'll start with movement and then we'll hold the pose a little bit longer. This is a very small movement. On the inhale, you're lifting. On the exhale, you're lowering. Just small movement. Try not to put any weight in your hands. Move gentle, lift and lower with your breath. Feel the muscles in your back working. Create a rhythm with your breath. The next time you come up into Cobra, slide your forearms to the ground and come into Sphinx pose. You're going to tuck your tailbone, and the elbows are pressing down into the earth. The chest is pulling forward. Close your eyes here and really draw the breath deep into your body. Shoulders tugging away from the ears, heart pulling forward. There's a play of opposites here, pushing forward while you're pulling back. And release your body down to the ground. Hands come to your shoulders. Press back into child's pose. Take a breath here. Allow yourself to come up and stand on your knees or your shins. Take your knees just a little bit wider so you really feel stable here. And you can choose toes under or feet flat. And we're going to do one more fast breath, and then we'll slow the breath down. So the arms reach out in front of us here. And you really want to keep your fingers tight together. Take a deep breath in here through your nose. On the exhale, the palms turn, we make a fist, and we pull back behind us. Inhale, palms down. Really force that breath. Feel your shoulders warm, happy. Three more. Pull and hold, deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your hands to your hips and come into a gentle camel pose. Press down on your glutes, hips float forward, heart opens, breathe. This might be a really different practice than anything you've done in the past. So allow yourself to just stay open to something different and feeling energy working in a different way. Yogi Bhajan calls this practice medicinal. It's therapeutic. Come back to neutral. Release slowly to the floor. Tuck your toes. Come again into downward facing dog. Head below the heart. In Kundalini, they don't do this posture much. I'm throwing it in just as a change up, an inversion. Let's reach the right leg up high. Wiggle your toes and circle your ankle. And then look forward as you step that foot to the top of your mat. The back heel drops on its side. Rise up, warrior one. Take some time here to really feel the footing beneath you. So you're pressing into the outside of that back ankle, making two solid footprints on your mat. And we'll just do a little slower movement with breath here. So on the inhale, the thumbs reach back a bit. On the exhale, cactus your arms open through the chest. And just move in a gentler, slower way with breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Really hear the sound of your breath inside of your ears. Reach your fingers high. Keep your feet where they are. On your exhale, arms reach back. Interlace your fingers and spill your body down into humble warrior. Head to the earth, knuckles to the sky. Hug your low belly in tightly and breathe. See about getting your head a little lower, your knuckles a little higher. And slowly reach arms back up again, warrior one. Open your arms out into a T, and we're going to come into eagle arms. So the left arm crosses underneath the right. Option 1 is to just hug yourself. Option 2, make a V. Option 3, wind your arms into a little bind. And you're facing your front leg, warrior 1. Noticing the back body, the shoulder blades. So inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, squeeze tight, really squeeze tight. This is stimulating the lymphatic system, your lymph nodes in your armpits. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift. We could all use a stronger immune system right now. Let's help it out a little bit. And on this next one, just release your arms down to your sides. Pause and notice shoulders, arms, fingers. Breathe. Float the arms high once again. And exhale, hands to mat, downward facing dog. Head below the heart, shake it out a little, and we'll raise the left leg up high. Wiggle your toes, circle your ankle, and then step through. Same sequence on the second side, set up for warrior 1. Arms reach high. Just take a moment here to really get grounded, to feel the roots beneath your feet, the strength in your legs, the length in your spine. Inhale, fingers high, thumbs back a little. Exhale, cactus the arms. Start to move with your breath, up and down. You might have your eyes closed, just really in an inquiry of these inner workings. You owe it to yourself to be yourself. Be yourself here in this moment, in this shape. One more time, the arms reach high, and then they float behind us for humble warrior. Grab a hold. If that is kind of hard, grab a towel instead, and then hinge at the hips. Humble warrior. Head down, knuckles high. Breathe here. This equal energy, strength and humility. Both. We'll release. Arms come back up, and then float your arms open. Eagle arms. The right arm crosses underneath the left. Again, you can hug, you can create a V, or you can wrap your arms into a little eagle bind. Find your footing again. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, squeeze your armpits. Squeeze all the breath out. Inhale. Beautiful. Nice and slow. Squeeze this last time, all the breath out. And then just unwind your arms down to your sides. Feel shoulders, arms, and fingers. from this same warrior two with the left leg forward, inhale the arms up, peel open into warrior two, take a little wider stance and move back and forth, side angle, reverse warrior. Matching movement to breath. Imagine stirring up energy all the way up and down the spine. And from warrior two, switch sides. Take your right foot forward, scoop to warrior one, and open out into warrior two. And begin that same action of movement with breath. Inhale to reverse and exhale to side. Maybe a little more powerful breath here. Really fill up, really blow it out. One more time, nice big breath in. And on the exhale, let your hands come down to the floor. The right foot is forward, the left knee drops to the earth. We're going to keep that nice juicy movement going here as we pay attention to the hips. So I want you to inhale, pull your hip flexors forward a little bit more, and then exhale, slide your hips back into that half split. Forward with the inhale, back with the exhale. Just a discovery to be made here in this sacral chakra, your center of creativity. Coming forward into your kneeling lunge, tuck the back toes and slowly rise up into high lunge. This is a really important posture here, so bring your hands to your heart. We're twisting now, so now we get to really wring out some of what we've stirred up and dislodged. So shift forward over your front leg as far as you can, and then create a twist. So if it's possible for you to get your elbow to your knee, do that. If that's not working, you can stay up a little higher, but really hug in here. You might even grab the flesh of your belly and slide it around so you can get a little deeper. We're going to twist a little more with each breath. All of that stuck energy that we've been prying off the walls is now just going away with our breath, leaving us with fresh, new energy. Return to the center. Walk your hands to the wide edge of your mat. Come into wide straddle, let your head fall. Breathe here. Shake things out. Let yourself sigh. And coming up halfway, let's move toward the left foot, dropping the right knee. Good. You can stay facing backwards. We're going to just do the exact same thing. So on the inhale, the hip flexor reaches forward. On the exhale, slide your hips back. And just start to glide through with your breath in and out. You owe it to yourself to be yourself. Be yourself here as you move through these shapes with your breath. This is you. This is your body having this experience. As we come forward, let's tuck the toes and lift up into high lunge. And now we get to just wring out everything that we've dislodged. Hands to heart. Shift way forward over your leg and then rotate. Again, if you've got a little more flesh around your belly, stay up a little higher, even grab a hold of that belly flesh, move it around with you. Let yourself have some movement there. Nothing wrong with a little belly flesh. It just means that you are well fed, not hungry. Breathe. Really press out on these exhales. Stay here a little longer. And as we come back to center, let's visit downward facing dog one final time. Heels pressing to the earth, hips lifting high. Take a deep breath in. Let's all sigh it out together. Again, deep breath. Lion's breath in. And bring your knees down to the earth. Come back again into child's pose where we started. Allow your forehead to rest. And just observe energy, space, experience. Release to a seat. If you have tight hamstrings, you want to put your hips up on a bolster or a blanket or something to help a little. We're going to come out into a one-legged forward fold. So bend your right knee, clear the flesh beneath you. Inhale your arms high, higher, 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 and then move from your hips into this one-legged forward fold. The hands don't quite come to the foot. Grab a strap, put that around the bottom of your foot. And then either with your strap or your hands, push like you're stepping on the gas pedal. So that's going to pull your strap or your hands away from you, and it will help you feel something between your shoulder blades. You can make your breath a little softer now, a little less harsh. Straighten your spine, float your arms up high, and move into a twist to the right. So again, that sensation of wringing out. You know, when you've been cleaning, let's say you found a cupboard way up high in your kitchen that hasn't been cleaned out for a while, and you get your cloth in there and you bring it out and it's just gross. And it takes several times of just rinsing and wringing. That's what we're doing. Rinsing and wringing. Spaces that we haven't looked at for a while. Come back to center, both legs out, and I certainly hope I am not the only one that has a gross cupboard in my kitchen. If so, now you know. Clear the flesh, arms reach, come up over. And either with a strap or your hands, grab the ball of the foot. And then press on the gas pedal in order to pull your shoulders even more open and forward. Breathe here deeply. And coming back up with a straight spine, arms float high, reach as tall as you can, and then ease your twist over to the left. Bring it out. On your exhale, squeeze your abdominal muscles in tightly. Rinse and wring out. Slowly bring yourself back around and find easy seat for just a moment. Bring your palms up onto your lap and let your thumb and your forefinger come together. This is called Gyan Mudra, and it's the mudra of presence, of being here now. Close your eyes and come back to that first breath. Inhale 90%, pause, pull in 10% more, and then exhale 90, pause, press out 10% more. Another quote by Yogi Bhajan. You surrender to a lot of things which are unworthy of you. I wish you would surrender to your radiance, your integrity, your beautiful human grace. Let's surrender now onto our backs for the most important of all the poses, Shavasana. Make yourself comfortable here using any props beneath or above you. And we'll be resting here for 4 minutes. As we rest here, I'd like to share with you the closing chant of all Kundalini classes, which is called Long Time Sun. And it's an individual blessing that sends you on your way. I'd also like for this to double as a birthday wish for our friend Gail. Begin to take some deeper breaths, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, stretching your body in a way that feels like you're just waking up to yourself. When you're ready, roll to one side, ease your way back to a seat. If you can all see Gail's beautiful face on the screen, I'd like you to look at Gail, wave because your screen doesn't say your name, it says Samsung. I want to just take another moment of your time to really acknowledge an incredible human being. And those of you that know Gigi know exactly what I'm talking about. In addition to having a heart of gold and being an incredible human being and a really dear friend of mine, she's also a really wonderful artist. And I just hope this is okay, Gail, but I want to show some of my favorite gifts that anyone has ever given me. She painted all of my dogs. So this was my Louie that Gail painted. Louie was my best, he was the ring bearer at our wedding, and he taught my oldest son to walk. And now, thanks to Gail, he lives on our wall. This is my lady, I'm gonna cry, our grandma lady dog that helped me raise babies. She laid right by their cribs. And Gail captured her so beautifully. This is my bear. I don't have tears for him. He was crazy, but super fun. And she just did this one for me, our new baby, Bella. So just wanted to share those with you just as a glimpse into the life of an amazing artist and human. Gail, happy another trip around the sun. May the long time sun shine upon you and all of you, my friends, all of you. Namaste.
Namaste.